Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
We're lucky to have each other, I will say.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Because you got a lot of weird stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, we had this discussion in bed the other day when you're like running a new sketch idea by me. And
It's written. It's written now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you were like, do you think I could get so-and-so, this famous actress? And I was like, not if they want to work again. And you were like, what are you talking about? What do you, like, you were genuinely dumbfounded as to why an A-lister actress wouldn't want to record
The sketch.
And like,
Which, by the way, I think is a really good sketch.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying you're going to have a really hard time casting A-lister people to do it.
Because
It's weird and violent. Like, for instance, when we did the YMH Live where we did sketches, would you like to pitch some of the ideas you had originally?
Yeah.
Lindsay, okay, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Well, I did have, the sketch where we end up doing it together. You play the kind of...
The abusive girlfriend.
Yeah, you're the abusive, thankless, spoiled girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so I kind of lose it on you.
Mm-hmm. Kind of lose it. Do you
Yeah.
want to qualify? You want to talk about that? But what do you mean?
Originally, it was that we go on the date and you make fun of my car. And so in the car, when I snap, I take your head, I smash it on the dashboard, and then I push it through the window. And then it's an accidental, you accidentally die. And a guy watched it. And Lindsay said it was too aggressive and too violent. And he thought that people might react poorly to it.
And that no reputable casting people would even look at it.
No, that's after I made it better. He still said that people said that. So then I turned it into what we shot, which was throwing the rock from my rock collection at you.
Right.
And he said that the casting people were like, we can't send this to people.
And why is that?
They said
Why?
it was too much.
Too much? How?
They said it's too many jokes, too funny.
Too funny. Like, but do you understand what about that might be too much?
Yeah, I think that people are scared, people are weak, and they don't want to take risks and work with real artists.
Right. Okay. Do you think for a second that maybe it was too violent and that maybe somebody doesn't want to be associated with that kind of content?
I guess so, but and then that lets me know right away that you're somebody I don't want to know either,
Well, there's a reason I was cast to play the woman in that sketch.
Because you weren't going to do it originally.
Well, I'm right, and I had no idea. I'm not an actor, but I did it because I'm the only woman we could find who is dumb enough to do something like that.
This is a great point.
Yeah, I'm stupid, and I don't care because I don't want to act in Hollywood. It's fine. I don't care. I just want to be a stand-up comedian and do a podcast.
But this reminds me, though. You told me something that I didn't know. I have no recollection of. You told me that when I was a young whippersnapper, I was doing a set in the belly room.
Yes, and I watched you.
You watched me, and you told me a joke that I said that I don't recall, and then you told me that it put you off.
It did.
And that you were like, I don't think I really like him.
Dude, first of all, yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
You know what's funny is that I've been carrying this memory for 15 years. And every time I think, should I tell Tom this memory? I'm like, well, no, I don't want to hurt his feelings. But I feel as though you and I are solid that I can tell you the memory and it's fine. Of course you can tell me. So back when we were baby comedians.
I must have been
23. Maybe you just landed in LA.
Okay.
Like you were just you were in the belly room. So we weren't, past the comedy store. We were just doing the side rooms. And I remember being in the back of the room and I had a boyfriend at the time. I wasn't like looking at you sexually, but I was like, Tom Segura is really attractive. I wonder what kind of a person this guy is. Mm-hmm. And I was just intrigued, and I'm watching you and you're just so handsome and the light is just really nice on you. Like you look really cute. And then you go, you guys ever have a one night stand and then don't shower so that you let the stink stay on you for a few extra days? And I remember being like, I'm out of here. Like I immediately was just like, this guy's a fucking animal. Like who, first of all, admits to that? Like that is so nasty. Like, he's so nasty. And secondly, I'm not a one night stand gal. I just can't. And so that I was like, gosh, if I ever would want to date him, I wouldn't because
he's nasty.
You're a one night stand kind of guy. And I'm not interested in that dude.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it, and I'm like, that's kind of cool that he shared that thought. Like, that's really creative and really creative risk. And then I liked you because you took a risk creatively.
Yeah.
But personally,
But
I was
not
like, I would
like
never date that
content.
guy.
I
I would
gotcha.
never date that guy. Because flash forward to the guy I was dating at the time, he had just, I think, passed his bar exam.
That's right.
And we took him to a strip club. And I was like, well, let's get my boyfriend a lap dance. Because at the time, we were on the outs. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
we'll be done soon. And I asked the guys, we were with Ryan and Matt Fulshron, hey, which stripper should I choose to give my boyfriend a lap dance? And they go, ask Tom Segura. And so that was the strike too. I was like, oh, this guy's a fucking degenerate. Like, ask Tom which stripper to get. Tom has one night stands and leaves a stink on his dangling. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking red flags. Like, in terms of some guy I would never date.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
you also made another comment. You said that no normal woman would tolerate
No.
me.
No. Let's
It
put
has to be a damaged woman.
Yeah, like me. Like, first of all, you got me in my 20s when the wires were crossed, let's just say. Mama had some damage. Like, my dad is a narcissistic alcoholic. My stepfather was a sociopathic criminal. So my male guidelines were pretty loose. So a guy who just showed up, had a car, didn't drink, gamble, do drugs, you were like aces. So I could
Pretty
overlook
cool.
a multitude of flags.
Feels good to hear. Feels
But
really
you've
good.
mellowed out. You've really turned into quite a great husband and father.
Thank you.
Wait, what was the other red flag?
You said
Was
that
there another one?
no woman would
Oh, yeah, because
tolerate
even
me.
now, like, the other day I was like, do you even, all your nicknames for me are just terrible. It's like floppers, slobbers, tits, triple D slut wife, pig slut, tits, come here, hooker. You know, you're always demeaning me. And I'm like, in the beginning of the relationship, you used to call me like boo-boo chicken pot or sweetheart or just anything nice. And 15 years deep, and it's all insults.
And you think most normal women, if I was like, hey, come here.
Come here. You know what you say to me?
What?
Come here, you big-titted animal.
Yeah.
That's literally what you say to me when you want to make marital love to me. Come here, you big-titted animal. And then you fart on me all the time. You piss on me in the shower.
And you think most women would be like,
Blowing
no,
snot rock.
like,
Absolutely
put
not.
the brakes on this.
Absolutely not. Call your friends that you went to college with and tell them to pitch the sketch to me that you pitched to me the other day. What you suggested.
Yeah.
They would be like, you need a medical assistance. You need to see a doctor because
Okay.
something's wrong with you.
Okay.
I promise you. And ask which wives put up with calling them big-titted animals and demeaning.
I'll have you know,
and the
I think
farts.
a lot of ladies out there would be like,
Well, our
this is
listeners, 'cause they're-
exactly what I'm looking for.
That's because our listeners are just as troubled as I am. I'm talking like regular, normal women. No way.
No way.
No way. No way. What do you
But I think they would think that I'm charming and playful and sweet
Okay.
because I'm saying it while I'm being sweet. You know?
Maybe that's why it passes.
Yeah.
But then I was saying that you, too, tolerate a lot of my disgusting habits because
Ugh.
every boyfriend before you was not cool with my farts. and
I'm
my
there now.
burps.
I'm there now. I'm totally there now. Now I see what they were looking at. You're so nasty. You fart all day. All you do is fart. You talk about farts. You shit.
Yeah.
You talk about shits. I'm over it. I'm good.
Stop it.
You're so nasty.
You're saying you're over it? Is this the end of the road with us?
Yeah.
No. You're not going to make me be a lady, are you?
I think it's time.
You
I think
can't.
it's time.
No, you can't do this to me.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Mm-hmm. I want you to be very ladylike.
Go
moving
fuck
forward.
yourself. It's not
That wasn't a good start. That's not a good start. I asked you for ladylike behavior, and you told me to go fuck myself.
yeah.
That's not nice.
Babe, I can't. Could you realize how much I had to stop being myself when I was with those guys, though? They
Yeah.
did not let me fart and stuff and
Yeah,
talk about my
cool.
shits. I hated it.
I'm with them. I'm on their side.
But you know why you tolerate it?
Why?
Because you have 2 pig sisters and pig cousins. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of girls in your family that are pigs and savages. So
Yeah.
you're used to it.
True. Because ultimately, I think women are bigger pigs. Like
Yeah.
the big, the mainstream media will have you believe that men are pigs. But if you go on a Q site, you'll find out that it's actually women.
You say.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jeans. Did you like that highlight? Well, you can watch an entire episode here or more highlights here, but definitely subscribe here. That way you can, get the latest videos as they drop. For real, 4 strokes.